Hello everybody, it's Pizza Lover 346 here, and welcome back to my Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. Last time, we did some grinding with some music in the background because there was some audio issues. This time, we've hopefully got everything sorted out, and we're going to do just a wee bit more grinding. Yeah, Pit's at 18, Falco's at 15, Moblin's at 9. So we're going to train Falco to about 18, and then we're going to get Moblin a couple levels just in case he's going to need to make the clutch play and then carry. We should be doing okay, I think. Recently, alright, so at the time of recording this, it's actually the first day of 2019. Don't know when this will be posted, but at recording it's the first day of 2019. I'm dating the video. And, I just got finished editing and posting. Well, no, I didn't just get finished posting, but today I just posted my New Year's video, so it's fresh in my memory what was in there. And during that, I did go through the old Pokemon footage, and Cautionary Tale, we were actually like, we did really well for how low of level we were. So I think around level 18 we can probably take the gym if we get everyone up there. Just a matter of grinding up to level 18. So hopefully things work out. I don't know if there's anything better back in the forest. We'll give it a whirl. We'll definitely give it a whirl, because I just am trying to speed up the leveling process, but I can't really progress, and everything's about the same level everywhere. It's just a matter of what type it is, and I don't think Mankeys give particularly more XP than Spearows or Weedles or anything. So, you know, it's just kind of a situation of roll with it and see what happens. Yeah. Here we go, fighting a Weedle. What do I have to say? I went in this completely planless, other than that I realized that I need to record an episode because I don't have one ready to upload. So yeah, that was kind of my plan. It's 2019, like I said. Let's talk about that. 2018 was an excellent year for this channel. Well, for this channel at least. I know there were some ups and downs in general in 2018, but this channel had a really good run in 2018. We started the now channel defining spirit of videos where I just kind of play retro games or games I enjoy and have a really good time. That's where the Nuzlocke started, the weekday one-offs were invented, and I just kind of started having a much more enjoyable time on the channel. And that's really awesome. That was great. That makes 2018 a milestone year already. But then from there, we gained 20 subs throughout the course of 2018. We started it with 11 or 12 subs, and we left 2018 with 31 subscribers. And that's crazy. That is crazy talk. I did like 21 subs video in, I think it was November maybe. I don't know. You can see the date on it on the Castlevania video. The weekday one-off Castlevania was the 21 sub special. I did it in like October or November. And then by the end of December, we had gained another 10 subs. My mind is officially blown. Like, you guys are incredible. I'm just playing games. I know this isn't like a sub special or anything, but that's kind of my overall reflection for 2018. It's super awesome that I get to play games I love, like Pokemon, like I am right now, and just kind of talk. And there are 31 of you. That's insanity. That bug catcher lost some of his allowance. I guess I already fought him. No, it's like 2018 in review for me is definitely, I got to start doing more of the things I love. And there's so many of you now, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. I'm so glad that so many people want to watch my content, and I'm so glad that I can provide that content. Yeah, wow. Ooh, whoops, I've been playing a little Earthbound as of recent, and you can push the shoulder buttons to bring up a, not bring up a menu, but to just quickly talk to people. So I pushed that, but in Pokemon Leaf Green, it brings up what should I do here menu, which is really handy. I'm gonna admit I used that in my personal playthrough for type advantages I just didn't remember, which kind of makes me feel dumb because I used to be super good about Pokemon trivia and type advantages and stuff, but it's kind of fallen off over the years, man. Which is also why I'm really glad to be back playing Pokemon. It's just good, you know? Playing Pokemon more frequently now for the series, or at least I try. It motivated me to really put work into my personal file, where it's just a lot of grinding there. My life has pretty much become grinding in Pokemon. I found a Pokeball! Sweet. Yeah, no, it's pretty much just grinding now. Because, I'm grinding for the Elite Four on my personal file. And then here I am grinding for Brock on the Nuzlocke. But it's just been really fun to get back into playing these games more frequently. Because, I think before this series and before I started playing Leaf Green through, I beat Pokemon Moon rather quickly, just because it was pretty easy, and me and a couple of friends all were getting it on launch, so we had come to the agreement that we were going to race through the game and see who could beat it with the least amount of file time. And so that motivated me to get through that game really quickly. I actually got second place by about an hour, I think it was. An hour of file playtime on my copy of Pokemon Moon. So I beat that, and I didn't get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I don't have Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee yet. So yeah, that's the last time I played through and beat a Pokemon game. Was... Well, I replayed through Moon, so I guess it's not that long ago, but still, the replay through of Moon, I definitely used some older Pokemon. I didn't have as much fun with the new guys. And I had the handy-dandy little type advantage chart and stuff, and it wasn't Gen 3, so, I'm pretty sure Special and Normal is still split up by type, right? Yeah, Special and Normal are still split up by type, because there's no Special or Normal stat. It's still a thing that happens, and I don't know which one's which, but, I know a few of them, and that's enough, I guess. Yeah, I'm honestly just walking through the forest here. But yeah, that's been super excellent, just playing through Pokemon again for this. I guess this is the episode of gratitude, because I just spent, like, however long I've been going just saying thank you and being really grateful that I'm playing Pokemon. Other things to talk about. Oh, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was released. I didn't, like, drum up any hype for that, despite I was incredibly hyped for that game. I was following so many leaks for that. I was actually, I was thrown for a loop by the Grinch leak. I'm not even going to deny it. I was really excited. Part of it was just that I really wanted Banjo, and that's still a big hope for me. That's my number one hope for Super Smash Bros. DLC, is Banjo and Kazooie. But I did get thrown for a loop by the Grinch leak. I was sad on that final direct, but I did watch it, and I was still really excited as well, because I mean, Ken and Incineroar. So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's a really cool game, and I actually have it. So I've been rocking that. I got all the characters, whole 9 yards. I'm playing Simon Belmont. He's really fun, really enjoyable, really faithful to Castlevania. He's a great character, and it's super exciting to play that. So, you know, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is pretty awesome. And I've actually got a friend who, if you're watching this, you know who you are. He's very cocky about his Super Smash Bros. Skills. He's so ready. He's like, I'm gonna beat you in the game. Well, he doesn't know what's coming to him. I'm gonna beat him unbelievably. And that's right, I just smack-talked you on film, my friend. Well, not film, but on recording. This is going on the internet. Let's go. Fourth wall breaking for no reason. Oh man, wonderful. But yeah, that's really fun, really exciting, and it's crazy. It's crazy stuff, man. The end of 2018 was actually really cool, really fun, and really crazy for me. I started playing a lot of games. The growth in the channel and the just fun I had and the ups and downs and whatever came my way. It was really, really, really cool. The end of 2018 was. Not to say the rest of 2018 was bad by any means. It wasn't. It was all right. It was a year, you know. Yeah, no, it was really awesome, and I'm hoping 2019 is just as awesome as the end of 2018 there. Which includes channel growth, because that was really cool. Really motivated me to keep making content. Once again, thank you. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff, man. Oh man, wow. I like reached my point for rants. I don't know what I'm gonna rant about now. I guess the New Year's special was a lot of fun to make. Well, it was fun and not fun. So here's a little fun fact for you, all you viewers out there. That New Year's special, there were 2 failed recordings, as I said in the beginning. So I did those. And those weren't fun. Well, they were fun, but they wasn't fun when they ended up being failed. And then, when I decided I was going to gather footage from Mario 64, I recorded like 5 hours of Mario 64 footage. I ended up sifting through like 3 of it and calling it quits. So, there's like 2 hours of unsifted footage, and maybe for the 2019 New Year's video we'll do a similar thing and we'll get some of that unused footage. And hopefully we won't need to, well, I don't want to say pad out, because that was genuine 2018 footage, but it was captured for the purpose of having some funnies in there. So hopefully I'll have some really funny footage and I can just use some stuff from that and it'll be really fun. Which, by the way, that was, besides the editing, which took forever, man. It was crazy the amount of footage I had to go through. Besides that was a really fun video to make, just because I got to be really chill when gathering footage, and when it all came together, it just felt satisfying to see. And it's not the world's best edited video, it's not movie quality or anything, but it was just really satisfying to see all the clips kind of jump together and just kind of see the growth, because like even just like the first episode to the cautionary tale little joint clips from this series were just like, it was really satisfying to see those, and it also kind of like gave me a bigger, broader perspective on how to go into episodes, which I think is why I'm in such a good mood right now. It's just because like I have that broader perspective of, I was like really happy to do this series. You can actually hear it in my voice on the first episode. I was sick recording that, but I was excited and I went for it. And then the cautionary tale, just everything kind of slowed down, and I got really just monotone and boring and not fun to listen to. So yeah, I'm going in for a more rambly, a more crazy kind of commentary approach. Yeah. Still stumbling over my words like an idiot. Jeez, I'm spending so long talking about changes and whatever. Falco, approaching level 17. We're doing excellent over here. Grinding. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much to talk about in the game, so I'm just kind of going off on a rant. I'm like really excited for this playthrough to get going. Like this early game stuff is where there's going to be just a lot of rambling and whatever, because there's going to be a lot of grinding just to like be ready for gyms, and that would be in a normal playthrough, let alone in Nuzlocke where we've had a little bit of bad luck. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of just this sort of grindy, rambling episodes. Hoping to maybe get some. I'm still hoping to get some guests on for a few of the episodes where I'm just kind of getting levels. I don't know. I still haven't really figured out any guests, but believe me, you'll know it when one is on. Most definitely. And that'll be really fun. Whoever it is, I'm sure they'll be a blast to hang out with and record episodes with. Yeah, it's a crazy thing to think about. This series is, provided we can make it through, through the gym battles. This series is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, that'll be really enjoyable. Okay. Speaking of making it through the gym, as I ramble on and as I level up more, I'm thinking about what kind of plan I want to have for levels. And I think I want to go in there with Falco around 18 or 19, depending on what kind of levels we get him to. And I want to get Pit up to like level 20-ish or somewhere in that area. I think we can get Pit up there. At this rate, it just feels like we can totally do that. Just do some Pit stuff. And Moblin I just kind of want to have as like a support. Maybe do like level 13 or 14. Because the preference is to wipe with Pit and not have to use Falco or Moblin. But if Pit goes down, I want to have Falco ready to just do whatever little chip damage needs to be done. And as a last resort, have Moblin just so like we don't lose again. Because I acknowledge that I cheated when I had my cautionary tale, but I got impatient, so now we're keeping it chill, and I think actually, yeah, level 18 or 19 for Falco and Pit will probably work wonders, and we'll probably just be able to like mop the floor with Brock, and that'll be great. That'll be awesome. That'll be excellent. And we will be on our way to Cerulean City, which will hopefully turn up a little better. Cerulean City Gym's also going to be pretty hard because we can't sweep with Confusion. Hopefully we get good encounters on the way over to Cerulean. There's like one place. There's one place we could get something really awesome to fight the Cerulean Gym. I want to say it's the only new encounter, so we just need to not have bad luck for Dupe's Claws. Because we had Diddy Kong, and I forget what we named. Oh, we named Dino. Never forget Dino. Oh, man, I feel bad that I almost did, but yeah, Dino and Diddy Kong. So we can't catch those two species anymore, Bulbasaur and Mankey. We have Pit, who is a Caterpie, which rules out the Caterpie line, is how I'm going to roll with it. We have Falco, who rules out the Pidgey line, and we have Moblin, who rules out the Rattata line, which is a lot of like the starting area Pokemon. Oof, I'm trying to think about what the next route in the game is, and I want to say that there is an encounter there, but I might want to hold off on it to see who I can get on my team for the sake of diversity. Because if I remember correctly, it's really common that you get like Jigglypuffs and stuff. And I really would rather not have another normal type. I'm not a huge fan of running normal types, really. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've run many of them. So it's kind of a push for me to even have Moblin on, but that's Nuzlocke rules. As much as we've shown that I'm not totally above breaking the rules, I'm gonna try to keep it honest, try to follow them as much as possible. So we're gonna play around what we have going on, and yeah. To clarify, I'm not gonna be breaking rules willy-nilly just because of the cautionary tale episode. I'm not gonna say that it's not a Nuzlocke. If we have another major failure, then we'll call the series quits. But I want to get into the meat of the game before that goes into effect, because these first parts can be really rough on making content. Because the issue is I'm always worried about keeping myself entertaining. Like I don't even know if this is entertaining to watch. I'm just rambling about the series and being grateful. And it's probably actually kind of annoying, but no. Well, yes, but if I can form a proper sentence, I think we're gonna have a little bit of leeway for the first 2 gyms. We're gonna have that little bit of leeway for cautionary tales, just because that's where it gets really grindy. And as time progresses, it'll just kind of be a naturally leveling thing, and we'll be able to just kind of move on and work our way through the game. And that's probably by Lieutenant Surge. We'll definitely be enforcing rules, and in the wild we'll always be enforcing the rules, but gym battles, I'm going to give that little bit of extra space for me to work with, just so I can keep the series entertaining and it doesn't end too quickly, because I really like playing Pokemon. It's lots of fun too. And as much as I have other series in my mind that would absolutely be really fun and would work really well, I also want to ride this series out and let it kind of exist as a series and not just a brief failure. That'd be really sad. Yeah, speaking of future series, maybe we'll get one started, or maybe we might still be playing Pokemon. Depends on how long this one lasts. But I do have games that I want to play for the channel. There's a few that I need to finish before I do a playthrough of them. But there is at least one that I've finished a few times before, and I would love to do a playthrough for the channel. So maybe that'll be the next playthrough, because it's not an RPG, the one I'm thinking of, and I want to space it out. You know, there's more Pokemon games I want to do as well. There's a lot of those that I want to play through for the channel, just because I really like Pokemon. But back-to-back Pokemon or back-to-back RPGs, it's just, I don't want to do that, because then it kind of limits me a little bit. I want to have a sort of diverse series base for the viewers and for me to work with. Because right now I'm working with Pokemon, but if I do this and then I've got to think of more stuff to talk about revolving around Pokemon and just do another Pokemon game, that I'm going to experience burnout really quickly. So I'm going to try to keep the game library pretty diverse. We're going to try our best in genre anyway. I briefly touched upon the fact that there are games I need to beat before I go on to do a series on them. Wow, I'm having a rough time with words here. But that's actually something I wanted to talk about when I was talking about how it's the new year. It's 2019. So glad to be in 2019. I actually made a New Year's resolution this year. Most years I don't, because resolutions, I'm not great at like committing to things. It's an issue I have. I need to work on it. That's not my resolution, but it's something I need to work on. So I always kind of just understood, if I make a resolution, I'm just gonna kind of disappoint myself, because I'll lie to myself and say I'm gonna do this, and then I'm not. And I shouldn't have to say something at the beginning of the year, and that's why I'm gonna do it. But this year I eased back on what I was thinking about, because, you know, everybody thinks big on New Year's resolutions, and that's why I was always like, oh, I just lie to myself and then it'd be dumb. But I realized, you know what, I can use it as a tool to get myself to actually improve, but in a little way. And my New Year's resolution for 2019 is to beat more games, because throughout my entire childhood and even now, I have a nasty habit of just starting games, getting a couple levels in, hell, even halfway through them, and I just stop. I don't finish them. I occasionally come back to them, but I don't make much progress, and I quickly move on to playing another game, maybe starting it or maybe doing the same thing, and I just don't finish games. I have a lot of games that I need to sit down, I need to play, I need to like sit down and really play, and I need to finish. So my goal for 2019 is to do that, and that's also pushing towards getting me to just kind of commit to things more. Because like I said, that I have a tendency to not do that, not to just not follow through and go for it. So I'm gonna get myself a little notebook that just kind of has times where play this game at this time, And it's not going to be anything serious like 1:30 to 2:30 you're playing Super Mario Bros. And at 2:30 you better be moving on to Contra. No, it's nothing like that. It's just like, yo, like 3 o'clock, just go chill and play Pokemon and play that for a little bit. And I'm using it just to actually get me to play those games. And hopefully I'll get a little more invested and I'll make progress. And that's kind of where my New Year's resolution sits. So I guess I'm gonna try a thing here. I haven't done this before on the channel, but we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Feel free to answer it in the comments. I've never gone outright and done this, but I'll keep an eye out for the comment section for what is your New Year's resolution? What do you want to accomplish in 2019? If you didn't set a resolution because you thought they were bogus, I urge you to reconsider and think small. Because I know if I had set some big goal, I would totally be like, oh, that's bogus. But when you think small, yeah, I think it's good to have goals, and no need to set them at New Year's. So, you know, during 2019, go ahead and set goals. Don't think that you have to make a resolution and that in June you can't make a goal because it's not New Year's and you'll have to wait till 2020. You can totally still do it in 2019, always. But small goals, go for it. I want to hear your New Year's resolution. If it's big, then I wish you the best of luck. If it's small, I still wish you the best of luck, but I'm not going to lie, I think it's going to be a little more achievable if it's just small little goals. You know the ones. There's just the little things like, you know what, I want to try this. I want to try this thing. I don't know, let's go with people who've never skateboarded, but they really want to. Just make your New Year's resolution to try skateboarding. It doesn't say that you have to be a pro, it doesn't say that you have to get good, it's not like a big thing, it's not a crazy goal, it's just, hey, try skateboarding. Oh, Falco's evolving, we're gonna have a big Falco! I forgot it was at level 18. Oh, that's awesome. So Falco's definitely ready for the gym. I think we're gonna get Pit another level. Just cause I'm insecure about the gym battle after the cautionary tale. We're gonna get Moblin a couple levels first, actually. But yeah, so here's what the team's looking like right now. It's actually looking really good. Besides Moblin, Moblin's about to get some levels in here. I think we'll switch train Moblin until Pit's got another level, or until Moblin's satisfiably leveled. And then we're gonna go for the gym. I don't think we're gonna get all that done this episode though. This episode's probably dragging on a little bit, so we're just gonna. Well, actually, we'll just like normally train Moblin here. For Weedles, we'll switch train. For Caterpies, we'll just kind of go. We'll get Moblin up to level 10. 10 in a little bit, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes. We'll try to get Moblin up to level 10, and once that happens, we'll call in an episode. It's been a crazy one. I've just been going, man. I'm actually really excited to let this video be unleashed onto the world, because I think I've done a good job just talking instead of being silent. That's not really a New Year's resolution as much as a goal. That I just realized it's kind of just been a goal for a while, and I think I'm making good steps towards it, you know, is just to do better commentary, because that's really going to be how I get these videos a little bit more interesting. Because games are interesting, but, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, not judging anyone who prefers videos without commentary, but I'm so glad that critical hitted, because if it didn't, that would have been very bad. And I need to pause the recording really quick. Minor issue here. Give me 1 second. So sorry about that interruption, but we're all good now. What I was saying is that no offense to anyone who prefers videos that are playthroughs without commentary and just pure gameplay, but I never was able to find those really interesting. So whenever I play back my videos and it's just a lot of awkward silence, it kind of like irks me. So I'm really proud of myself that I've been able to slowly but surely improve. They're no longer available, but some of my way older videos, they were bad. They were just like occasional words, really quiet, really just unenjoyable commentary. And I think I've slowly but surely went from unenjoyable to bearable. I don't think I'm great at this still, but I'm really proud that I made it this far. And I'm really glad that I've had stuff to talk about this episode. There have been a lot of uhs and a lot of ums and a lot of uncertainty, but there's also been a lot of just talking, just chill, just going. Gained a lot of levels. Just a lot of Pokemon, and I think I'm getting more towards that Let's Player spirit. Anyway, let's veer off talking about goals and real life and junk. Let's talk about movies real quick. Just a quick little detour into movies. I don't watch many movies, and I should watch more. But movies I do watch very often are Marvel movies. Marvel and Disney movies are ones I watch a lot. And Marvel announced at the Game Awards of all things, which by the way, the Game Awards were hype. We'll jump back to that in due time. But they announced at the Game Awards Avengers Endgame, which looks really cool. I'm really excited for that. Hopefully it's good. I think it'll be good. It looks like it'll be good. So I'm really excited for Avengers Endgame. But the Game Awards, let's go back to that. I completely spaced. That was another awesome part of 2018. I'm just like going through, thinking, all right, what cool stuff happened in 2018? What's noteworthy? What do we got to talk about? And the Game Awards is absolutely something worth talking about. It was so much fun watching that. There were so many things where I was really waiting for a Smash Bros. Announcement. And when we got one, we got one. It was crazy, but let's hold that off. It was super awesome to see a lot of games get awards. I wish Spider-Man got more. Spider-Man, that was great English there. But no, I wish that Spider-Man got a few more than it did, because it didn't get any. But it was still cool to watch. Red Dead Redemption almost had a clean sweep until God of War took a Game of the Year award. Which, congratulations to God of War. Congratulations to all the small indie games and stuff that got a chance to shine at the Game Awards. Really good job to Red Dead Redemption 2 for just having a really good time through the Game Awards and all the awards it won. And that was pretty awesome. The Game Awards were really fun to watch. I really liked the orchestra. As much as some people were like, oh, we don't want to see the orchestra. Well, I enjoyed seeing the orchestra. It was fun, and the commentators were always lighthearted and keeping it silly and fun. It was really cool to see the CEO of PlayStation, I forget his name, I'm so sorry, Phil Spencer and Reggie Fils-Aimé all standing on stage at the beginning of the Game Awards. That was actually like really cool to see. That's like the first time I've seen the three big names all in one spot there, and they were all just like, yeah, no, we're friends, we're chill, and that was awesome. That's a real sense of community in the gaming community, which is really cool. Now let's talk about Smash Bros. I probably should have brought this up earlier when I was talking about it, but they announced Joker from Persona 5 at the Game Awards. And oh my god, I love the way they announced him. Now, I am not a Persona fan. I've never even played a Persona game. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm sure that the people who like Persona many have been very vocal about how great of a game it is, and it looks interesting. So I might have to get into it. But now here's the big but. I just haven't bothered to get around to it, so obviously my initial thoughts and reaction that happened obviously had nothing to do with Persona. With that being said, I just love the way they announced Joker. Now, I'm sure people who like Persona have a lot more inside information, but I like how they played it up. You know, they had the announcer. For those of you who didn't watch it, first off, go watch the VOD, because it's excellent. The Game Awards were lots of fun. All of it was worth watching. Not just the highlights, definitely all of it. It was one of those things where you want to watch it all the way through and see what's going on. Definitely worth the time. But it was really cool. They had they had an announcer guy who would kind of like preface things, and he would announce some awards, but he was very much so, we're going to commercial, we're back from commercial, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. He was very much so just kind of an announcer. And they came back from the commercial, and he says, alright, yeah, thank you for checking out those messages. Here we go, we're gonna have a show from the orchestra, and then we're gonna announce a couple more small awards, and then we're gonna move on to the awaited and coveted Game of the Year award. And then they just cut the lights on him. They just turned them out completely, and then I'm assuming it was planned, obviously, and that he had like a scripted reaction. I would hope they didn't just spring it on him that they were turning out the lights. But they turn out all the lights, and they have him act confused, like, what's going on, you know? And then on the big projector screen, they just show static, which is the beginning of the Joker trailer. Which, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. So it's just static, and then the stream, it shifted into the screen-only view, so the stream went static, basically. And they're like, what's going on, you know? And then the take your heart thing, or whatever, I forget what it was. I feel bad for saying or whatever, but I don't remember exactly what it was, but the Persona 5 whatever thing, logo, I don't know if it's the logo, but a Persona symbol showed up, and I was like, oh, it's from that announcement from earlier, because they announced something Persona. And then the commentary comes in, they're like, what's he going for? Why is he there? Why did he go to the Game Awards by himself? And then they're like, yeah, no, there's only one thing he could be doing. He's stealing an award. And then, who sent the calling card? You know, like, the way it progresses, and I'm assuming the calling card is also a big part of the Persona plot and series and whatever. But I just like how they played it up, where it's like, oh yeah, who sent the calling card? We didn't send. We were the ones who were receiving, and the Smash Bros. It was hype. It was awesome. With all that being said, this episode has dragged on far too long. So, I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a blast recording this episode. And I hope to see you all in the next episode of the Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. Goodbye.